Welcome back to Origami. Did it feel like maybe my heart wasn't in that? That makes sense. I get it. Welcome back. Wow, boy, I should just start over. Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name is Matt. Thank you so much for joining us today. So here's the thing. I know nobody likes these 5 up, 5 down videos, but I love them. I found so much new music that I still don't listen to because I'm a middle-aged man who can't stop, can't stop listening to his old music. So, but it has given me hope for the current generation that they're actually listening to decent music. Anyway, so my friend Jana, who used to ride my bus and is currently no longer riding my bus because she's no longer in high school and it would be a felony if she got on my bus. She makes amazing music. Check out Jana Berry, Jain. Wait, am I spelling Jaina Berry at janaberry.com. No, I don't think she has. Whatever. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. The song, her single is called Pumpkin, and it is awesome. It's so good. Very catchy, very much like you want to sing along with it. Even though it's like about a boy she knew in middle school, I still catch myself singing it to myself sometimes. Don't tell anybody. They will not let me drive a school bus anymore if they find out. So, anyway, one of her favorite musicians is, hello, is this fella named Hozier. And he's a dreamy looking fella, but he can also sing real good. So I've never heard any of his music, and so I asked Jana Berry to give me 10 songs to do the whole, 5 up, 5 down thing. She didn't quite understand what it was I was doing or how it worked, which tells me that she doesn't watch any of these videos. So I sent her the Mitski video, which her brother gave me a bunch of music for Mitski. Anyway, and so now I know she's at least watched that, and I still think she doesn't quite understand. Mostly because she probably disagreed with my taste. And look at that. That was such a great hole-in-one. Let's end the video now before I make Jana mad with my very detailed, was sipping on an adult beverage while listening to these songs opinion. That was last night. I'm all sobered up now. It's fine. We're good. So, Hozier. I'm not going to read off the list. I'm just going to read one at a time and then give you my thoughts. Okay. The first song was Angel of Small Death and the Codeine Scene. Although I think it's more commonly just called Angel of Small Death, which is such a good name for a song. Anyway, my notes are as follows. Liked it at first, but ... What's he gonna say? Is it something good or is it something bad? Liked it much more the longer it played. And then in all caps, it just keeps getting better. And then I wrote very bluesy and upbeat. Now, at some point in my notes, my handwriting is going to become illegible, and I'm going to have to do my best to navigate this because, there wasn't a whole lot of rum in with that Coke, but it was enough that I could feel it. So I liked that one. I liked it a lot. It was a good song. The next song was As It Was, I think. Yeah, As It Was. I said it's slow and poetic. It feels very personal, soothing. And then I wrote good drinking music. But I'm sure, it would be good like with tea, like a nice hot cup of tea, at the end of a day. You're sitting next to the window, the sun is setting, you're sipping on your tea, children, only tea. But it's just a nice, pensive, thoughtful song. Cherry Wine. These are my notes. I wrote Fleet Foxes. Y'all remember that band, Fleet Foxes? They're really good. And this, honestly, if I didn't know it was Hozier, by the way, I did look up how to say his name. If I didn't know it was Hozier, I would have thought it was Fleet Foxes. Normally that would be a compliment, except this time around, my notes. Repetitive, not my fave. nice, but as background music. Oof. Sorry, that was harsh. That was, you know what? That was drunk, Matt. I wasn't even drunk. I didn't even really feel it. I could taste it. I was very aware there was rum in that Coke, but it wasn't like doing me any favors. It just gave me acid reflux and made it hard for me to sleep later. So don't worry, I got mine. I got my revenge. Oh, for crying out loud. Cherry wine, yeah, nice, but as background music. The next one, DeSelby Part 2. I feel like I should have listened to Part 1 first. This would be like going into Two Towers and not watching Fellowship of the Ring. Like, you're like, okay, I can piece it together, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on. But it was a fine song. It was funky. It was a little more complex than the previous two. But it wouldn't, if this was the only Hozier song I'd ever heard, it would not have brought me back for more. I'm so sorry. Next song is First Time. At first, no. That's what I wrote in my notes. Because no, okay, I'm trying to soften the blow here. Then it got better. Not like astronomically better, but it did get better. It improved. I said I really liked the drums, and it'd be like a pretty groovy driving song. I don't use that word lightly. At least I didn't think I did until I saw it written down here in my notes. I don't have a lot of recollection. Maybe there was more rum in that Coke than I thought. Oh, crying out loud. Let's get it in the thing. The next song, Foreigner's God. I like how it starts. It's powerful. And I just kept thinking, there's a lot of anguish, but no hatred. Now, I didn't really listen super close to the lyrics, so maybe there was a little bit of hatred, but it just had that sense of like, this is my situation and I'd like it to change, please. It was, you know, it was, I liked it. I thought it was real good. The next song, In the Woods Somewhere. I wrote a lot about this. So the songs that I like, I don't write much, but the other songs, we'll just say I don't, well, okay. There are a lot of lines about this one. I like how the song needs to get its legs under it and slap off the dust. It kind of has that, like, you know, it sort of gives that little bit of a false start. You know what I mean? Like you kind of, like in a Scooby-Doo cartoon when they rev up a little bit before they run. Do you know what I mean? It kind of has to stretch and, you know, get itself situated before it can start. It had a very ominous vibe, which is kind of cool. I like ominous, usually. But then it doesn't really go anywhere. And after a while, I was like, I'm pretty done with this song, which that's the thought you want people to have right before the end of the song, not a third of the way into the song. So that one wasn't for me. The next song, Jackie and Wilson, which I liked. I said it starts out, it sounds like a Weezer song right at the beginning. I like Weezer a lot. And then it sort of switches up to Jack Johnson. I also like Jack Johnson. And I wrote, is it a rock bop? I don't know. I don't know what a rock bop is, but is it a rock bop? Listen, I'm pretty sure that's an insult. So, sorry. And then I wrote, not bad, not great. I'm adding inflection there. Because I didn't hate the song. I quite liked it. The next song, Nina Cried Power. I wrote one thing down about this song. And it's no thank you. Sorry. I know it's a powerful song. I know it's like an uplifting, like, reclaim yourself, I get it. I understand. But I also didn't like the song. I'm sorry. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And the last song is Sing. And my notes have gotten less helpful as the cup emptied. I wrote, swears right out of the gate, +1. And then melodic and pleasant. Anyway, so because he cursed, I gave him an extra point. I am not the person to trust with this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's move on. All right. Oh, I wasn't paying attention and I really smacked that thing. My 5 up. Let's do this. My 5 up. Oh, brother. My 5 up. Angel of Small Death. I really, really liked that song. As it was, I thought it was very nice. First time, pretty good. Foreigner's God was great. And Jackie and Wilson, not bad. Not great. Is it a rock bop? I'm sorry. Why am I laughing at myself so much? This is silly. I'm not even drinking right now. Anyway, my 5 down were Cherry Wine, DeSelby Part 2, In the Woods Somewhere, Nina Cried Power, and Sing. I'm sorry. Now, so sorry. I need to sort them now. I need to try to guess what Jana Berry picked. Now, let me just say, Jana Berry, I'm not blowing smoke when I say that none of these songs was nearly too. I didn't like them as much as I like Pumpkin. Your single. I'm dead serious. I'm not just being supportive old bus driver. I mean it. I think your stuff, that song Pumpkin is a lot more palatable. It's a lot more like it's going to appeal to a much broader audience. And I hope I hope millions of people listen to it and they will all love you. So that being said, here's what I think your picks were. Up, I think As It Was. I think Cherry Wine. I think Foreigner's God. I think Jackie and Wilson. And the last one, I think there are children shrieking in my backyard right now. We have a fence. Why are there children in my backyard? Why are there children anywhere? And the last song on your 5 up, I believe, is Sing, which leaves Angel of Small Death, DeSelby Part 2, First Time, In the Woods Somewhere, and Nina Cried Power as your 5 down. Now, again, I'm going to say this. I meant to open with this, by the way, and I forgot to. None of these songs are bad songs. I see the merit in all of these songs, but some were definitely, oh brother, I missed. Some were definitely better than others, and those I think are the 5 you thought were better than the others, and I have already shared what my opinion is, and nobody cares. Okay, let's check out the actual list. Jana's 5 up and her 5 down. Hang on, let me get this so I can worry about something else. Get in the thing, nice, good job. All right, oh, that's hilarious. Jana Berry was supposed to send her list, her secret list, with her siblings to the bus stop this morning so they could hand it over and I could do this thing the right way. Wow, I'm really not going to do much here. But they all collectively forgot. The whole family forgot that my stuff is the most important thing they have going on. And so I was left sort of out in the rain. So I just had Jana send a picture of the list. And then I had Silverblood copy it down so I didn't see it ahead of time. So now I don't know if this is how the list was presented by Ms. Berry, but this is how Silverblood wrote it out for me. Better and good, which I assume better is the 5 up. So DeSelby Part 2, let's compare. Yep, nope, sorry. Yeah, it was on my Jackie and Wilson. Yep. Nina Cried Power. Ooh, that was on the down. Cherry Wine. Yep. And Angel of Small Death. Oh, that was on the down too. I really, I messed it up real bad. Now, let me say this. I want to say this about musicians. I know several. I know several music. I know a lot of musicians. I'm gonna say this. My musical tastes are very. Oh, that was a really good shot. Are very elementary. Okay, they really are. Like I find something I like and I just kind of stick with it. My friend Nathan. Nope, he doesn't go by Nathan. He goes by Nate. What am I talking about? He records music as under the name Metavari, and I'm telling you, a lot of it is really like in my wheelhouse. But some of it is so over my head, like I just don't understand like what he's done. I know it's good, but it's like if I went to a super duper like 5-star, you know, restaurant and ate one of the finest meals ever, wasted on my fat butt. I will go to Wendy's and be like, that was the best meal I've ever had in my life. You know what I mean? Like, don't I don't I'm not I don't have a refined palate and I don't have a refined ear. And a lot of times I look at art and I go, I don't know, is that good? I don't know. I don't have it in me. Now, I can read a book and I can watch a movie and I can tell you if it's good or not. I can tell you what they did right, what they did wrong, and how to fix it, in my opinion at least. But, music is so far beyond me. So I'm sure these 5 songs are all great. And like the reason I picked song, like, I put Angel of Small Death as one of Jaina's down songs is because I was like, it appealed to me too quickly. Like, I liked it too much and I liked it right away. So obviously Jaina will find some reason not to like it. Because that's what happened with Mitski. The song I liked the most, they all laughed at me on the bus. They were like, ha ha ha, you're stupid old man. And you know what? I've come to trust their judgment on that point. Anyway, so DeSelby, Jackie and Wilson, Nina Cried Power, Cherry Wine, Angel of Small Death, all on her thumb, her 5 up, and her 5 also up, but slightly less up. As it was, In the Woods Somewhere, Foreigner's God, First Time, and Sing. Man, that might be the worst showing that I've ever. Man, that's terrible. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I'm gonna hang up my songs. That was a hole in one, and that puts us on hole number 8,000. What a great place to stop. 2,000 more to go, you guys. We're just we're burning right through them, and I thank you so much for sticking around and watching them with me. I hope to see you in the next one. I love you guys all to pieces. If you've never heard Hozier, check him out. One of the songs he swears, so +1. Thanks again. You guys are amazing. Goodbye.